Hello guys, welcome, my name is Arron Cooper, welcome to a brand new video here today upon my channel guys. Today I got a best class setup video that I want to show you all, and this is on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's beloved KBAR-32 Assault Rifle. Literally, this weapon is deadly when it comes to multiplayer, and just give you a little rundown of what sort of stuff I like to use with this weapon when I'm dominating online. This setup for this particular weapon works wonders for me, and I'm looking forward to sharing it with you guys, and hopefully you guys can be dominating online with this particular weapon. So let's jump into it. So first of all guys, when it comes to using this weapon, you don't need any specific variant of this weapon. You can use the standard variant, you can use a rare, a legendary, an epic, or even a common. It's perfectly up to you, but for this best class setup, I like to use a rare variant, and it's called the String Theory. The String Theory is a very good variant because the fact is it's got some really good abilities that really help with this best class setup. The first one being Deathbringer. Double kills will instantly reload your magazine. So when you are getting double kills within multiplayer, you run into a room, you pop off two opponents, you take them down, and your gun's going to be instantly reloaded. So that means your gun is ready to be taking down even more enemies and keep your mad gun streak going. Literally, I've been on 19 gun streaks with this particular weapon before and stuff, and it's really insane to use. And obviously with this variant, it works wonders, trust me. For its second ability, it reduces its hip spread when it's stacked with a laser sight. And as it says, so it's reducing it, really does help with when it comes to using this gun if you do of course using it with a laser sight, but particularly I'm more interested with the Deathbringer ability because of double kills instantly reloading your magazine. So obviously if you're taking down multiple enemies, it's going to be reloading your gun rather quickly if you're hitting them double kills. And 9 times out of 10 when I've been online in multiplayer, enemies stick together when they are in certain rooms. So I see it as it's going to help you a lot, and trust me, it will help you a lot. Anyways, let's jump into the form of optics and attachments that I like to use for this weapon, and let's see what sort of stuff I like to use and show you guys what I like to use when I'm in multiplayer. For the first things first, I don't use any optics on this weapon. Actually, I love the iron sights, but for the people out there that do like to use a particular scope, then I do recommend even using a reflex or an ELO. They are the best ones to use for this weapon. Me personally, I believe they are the best ones to use, and I see it as if I was going to be equipped in a scope on this weapon, those two scopes would be my ideal choice. But like I said, I prefer to use it with no optics because I like to use the gun with the iron sights, and I find that they work so well with this particular gun. Moving into the attachments now, we've got Quick Draw. Because the Quick Draw, obviously, it's like a custom grip for fast aiming down sights. And obviously, when it comes to gunfights in Call of Duty in general, you'd be wanting a Quick Draw in pretty much most of your classes. You know, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be wanting a Quick Draw on your classes. So you'll be able to aim down sights rather quicker and dominate your opponent. Because the thing is, guys, if you got a Quick Draw on and your opponent hasn't, you're going to be aiming down sights a lot more quicker, and 9 times out of 10, you're going to be winning that gunfight before your opponent gets a chance to lock onto you. So I do recommend it, equipping a Quick Draw. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. You need that Quick Draw on this weapon. Second thing that you're going to need is obviously a foregrip. The vertical foregrip that reduces recoil. Because obviously you want to keep this gun nice and steady when it comes to gunfights, and obviously alongside with a Quick Draw you're going to be aiming down sights rather easy to lock onto your opponents, and then you got the foregrip's going to keep your gun nice and steady so you'll be able to pop off enemies from small to medium to long range engagements. So I recommend equipping a foregrip if you want to keep your gun nice and steady. Moving into the third attachment now, what I've noticed with this gun, it runs out of ammo rather quickly. And I see it as there's always a good little advantage when you got them extra bullets in your gun, because you'll find with them extra bits of bullets, you're going to be able to, you know, just use that little bit extra ammo to maybe kill an enemy at last moment sort of thing. After all, we've all been in them sort of situations where we need them few extra bullets and it's just finished off that last opponent before we've had to pick up a gun off the ground and then keep that gun streak going but with a different weapon. So I recommend equipping a extended mag. Each clip holds more ammunition, and pretty much it speaks for itself. You can have more bullets in your gun, so you can go on some nice beautiful kill streaks. And no, not kill streaks, go on some nice gun streaks, that's what I was meant to say. Anyways, I don't use any secondaries with this weapon. I see it as if I was going to equip a secondary, obviously I'll put a launcher on, maybe a pistol, but I preferably would probably use a launcher, but for this best class setup I don't use no secondaries, no lethals or tacticals, but for perks, the first one I use in the perk 1 slot is dexterity, because dexterity allows you to reload and switch weapons rather faster. And as it is, if you want to be obviously in that situation, you're going to be able to reload your guns quicker, so you can run into cover quickly, reload your gun, and get back into the action. And obviously, if when this gun runs out of ammunition, you pick a gun up off the ground, you can quickly switch your guns rather quick when it comes to getting yourself into them nice and easy little gunfights. So when the enemies are coming at you, quickly switch your gun over, use another weapon, and boom, you can keep that momentum going. And you haven't got to worry about obviously jumping into cover, slow reloading, and then worrying about, you know, how slow it normally takes to switch your weapons. You're going to be able to do it a lot more quicker, so trust me, it's really worth using dexterity. And for the perk 2 slots as well, I like to roll with hardline, because you gain a bonus points for each kill up to 8 kills per life. 2 assists will give you the same bonus. So as it is, you basically, in other words, let's just talk in, you know, down to the point sort of common sense now. As it is, with hardline, you're going to get your streaks a lot more quicker if you are going on them nice little sprees. So as it is, if you got a high kill streak on, and you want to get that streak a lot more quicker, equip to hardline, and pretty much you're going to get that a lot more earlier in the game if you're keeping your streaks going and going and going. And obviously with hardline, you can keep re-rolling streaks a lot more easier. I always use lower streaks. There's always, obviously on my PlayStation 4 account, I'm always setting high streaks. I always go for the wardens and stuff. But on my Xbox account, when it comes to leveling up, I like to use low streaks, because the fact is you can keep re-rolling them constantly and you're going to get a lot of XP. Literally, the streaks I tend to always use on Xbox is I like to use UAV, drone package, and counter UAV, because they're so easy to get, and obviously alongside with hardline you're going to get them even quicker, and then, you know what I mean, it's less effort, you're going to get them a lot more quicker, and if you keep re-rolling your streaks constantly, you're going to get a ridiculous amount of XP, so trust me, it's worth doing, especially on double XP weekends. And for another one that I like to use on my perk 2 slot is Tracker. Tracker, you'll be able to see the recent enemy trails even when they are cloaked. So basically, another form of method, but guys, and what I'm trying to say is that with Tracker, you're going to be able to see your enemy's footprints when they are basically been near you. So if they recently ran around a corner and they've been near you that whole time, you're going to be able to see their footprints and see exactly where they've gone off to. So you'll be able to follow the footprints and boom, take down the enemy. They don't know that you're coming, because you'll be able to see where they're going. Unless they've got a tracker on themselves, they're not going to be able to see where you are. So it comes really useful. It helps a lot when you're playing hardcore game modes, and I really do recommend using it when you are playing game modes such as Search and Destroy and stuff. Trust me, it works wonders. And for the perk 3 slot now, obviously a lot of people these days are using headsets when they're online. Just like myself, I like to use headsets. And I see it is the best perk that I recommend to use on every one of your classes when it comes to Infinite Warfare is Dead Silence. Because Dead Silence, basically footsteps and jetpack movements, which is obviously your thrust jumps and stuff, are silenced. So all your boost movements and stuff, and your running and everything will be all hidden. No one will be able to hear you. You can sneak around the maps like a ninja, and no one's going to hear you coming. So as it is, it's going to help you a lot when it comes to games, because you ever wonder when you've been online and people have just managed to spot you and you're like, how did he know I was there? That sort of thing, guys. Well, that's probably because you didn't have Dead Silence on. But with Dead Silence on, you can get around the map a lot more easier, and you can remain hidden because they won't be able to hear where you're coming from. So I do recommend it, equipped on your classes, and let me know what you think of this best class setup. Obviously, as you can see in the gameplay, guys, I'm rolling with the gold camo upon this weapon. It's a great weapon to use, and I've got more best class setup videos coming to my channel as well, so make sure you look out for even more great best class setups on all the guns in the game. Trust me, I've got so much more coming, not just on Infinite Warfare. I've got some on Modern Warfare Remastered still to come, Black Ops 3, even older Call of Duty games. Literally, I've got so many to come to my channel, as well as a lot more other great content. Anyways, guys, if you enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on what you think of my best class setup on the KBAR-32 Assault Rifle. Let me know if you beast online with it, guys. Let me know. I'd love to know what sort of results you're going to be getting with this best class setup. Hopefully it serves you well, just like it serves me well. Anyways, I'll catch you all again real soon on another brand new video. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you all again next time.